James, honey, did something happen to you?
Silent Hill.
This thing broken?
Welcome back, old school Silent Hill fans. If you remember holding that PS2 controller, heart racing as you stepped into that thick fog for the first time, this video is for you. We were there when the static of the radio sent shivers down our spines, when Pyramid Head's heavy footsteps haunted our nightmares, and when the weight of James's story left a mark on us long after the credits rolled. We didn't just play Silent Hill 2, we lived it. We felt it. And it shaped our understanding of what horror could be. Now, decades later, standing on the edge of something familiar yet new. As the remake looms on the horizon, we're not just looking forward, we're looking back at the memories that defined an era of gaming. This video is a tribute to you, the players who were there from the beginning, and to the legacy of a game that still whispers to us from the past. Let's take this journey together, between the fog of memory and the unknown future ahead. With the loyal fans welcomed back, let's dive into this unusual comparison between the Silent Hill 2 we remember, and the remake we're all waiting for. It's been over 20 years since Silent Hill 2 first scared us back in 2001. Back then we were different, our expectations were simpler, and the world around us wasn't as fast-paced as it is now. We've grown, our lifestyles have changed, and the way we experience games has evolved. The fears that gripped us then might not feel the same now. This remake isn't just about revisiting a game, it's also about how time reshapes our memories. What we remember might not match the reality. Have our expectations aged along with us, or are we chasing a version of the past that never really existed? This is more than a remake, it's a test of memory versus reality. The original game had limitations. The fog that scared us wasn't just there for atmosphere, it was hiding what the PS2 couldn't handle. The monsters? They were blocky, made with basic graphics. But our minds turned them into nightmares. The characters we connected with, their blank faces and stiff movements. We didn't care. In those moments of terror, our minds filled in the gaps. The jagged textures, the silent streets, and the occasional awkward animation, these were the cracks in the facade. But somehow, those cracks made the fear more personal, more tangible. Unlike the quick jolts of modern jump scares, Silent Hill 2 in 2001 leaned into something deeper, real fear. It wasn't about a sudden shock that fades in seconds, but about a creeping dread that stayed with you long after you put the controller down. The silence, the isolation, the oppressive atmosphere, they were designed to unsettle, not just startle. While jump scares may provide instant thrills, Silent Hill 2 showed us that true horror lingers in the mind. It asks us, so which is more terrifying? A fleeting moment of shock, or a fear that slowly builds, leaving you haunted long after the game is over? The question remains, what are we expecting? Will the PS5's power amplify the horror, or will it reveal the cracks in our own nostalgia? What happens when every shadow, every corner of the town, is rendered with precision? Will new technology allow us to see more, hear more, and feel more than we ever did in the original? The fog, the creatures, the town itself, they'll all be sharper, more vivid. But with more detail, with more clarity, does the horror remain as raw as we remember and experienced 20 years ago? James Sunderland's story is timeless. His guilt, his suffering, his search for answers in this forsaken town, it remains just as powerful today as it was 20 years ago. But now, as we look ahead to the remake, we wonder, how will it feel to see his pain rendered with modern technology?
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Special place. Where'd she
In the end, Silent Hill 2 isn't just a game, it's a memory. A memory of fear, of mystery, of a journey into the darkest corners of the human psyche. And like all memories, it's imperfect. It shifts and changes with time, becoming something more, something less, than what it was. Now, as we wait for the remake, we find ourselves caught between memory and expectation. Will this new Silent Hill 2 live up to what we remember? Or will it challenge those memories, revealing the cracks in the horror we thought we knew? As a huge Silent Hill fan, this remake has me really excited. It's made me step up and put more focus into growing my channel. With 48-hour early access, I'm ready to jump in, but I haven't decided yet if I'll stream live or just upload later. Either way, I'll start as soon as possible. So, keep an eye out. I'll be uploading more gameplay, thoughts, and maybe some surprises from the Silent Hill 2 remake. If you're excited too, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. This is just the beginning.